Pops from the South Side is back again. And I'm saying it again because you know what these motherfuckers just did? Oh, I can't even say that. I just shot a whole video that they deleted. And they say I deleted it. And when I say they, I say the powers that be. Because I'm on some other stuff. I'm definitely on some other stuff. But unfortunately for them, I'm intelligent. I am articulate. And my vocation is education. So I can easily regurgitate the information that I just recently imparted to the audience. Let me go back again and explain what I was talking about. The topic for today is Indians. I'm sure that I mentioned in one of my videos that I am an Indian. On my mother's side of the family, both of my nanas, which are my great grandmothers, were Indian. My grandfather's mother was Cherokee. My grandmother's mother was Shinnecock. Indians, just what I'm talking about. Now, as you may be aware, I'm a retired educator, but that still makes me an educated individual. My background was language education. So I just say at the state that I'm somewhat of an etymologist. That means etymologist, someone that studies words. And the whole thing, Indian, what that word comes from is indigenous people, people that were here before whoever came here. All right, on every continent, let's be clear, on every continent, the original people were, and will always be and have been people of color. End of story. You dig? You go to Australia, the Aborigines was black. You go anywhere, you look it up. There's black people everywhere. And they're trying to flip it. When I say they, the oppressors and colonizers and, you dig, the fake majority. I said fake majority because you're not a majority. If there's less of you, how are you a fucking majority? All right, let me get to what I'm talking about. All right. Indians, indigenous people. All right. I was trying to bring about or explain to y'all how everybody is aware of Shakespeare. William Shakespeare. Now, this is an expression about art imitating life and things of that nature. Life imitating art, but it's really art imitating life. Okay? Now, I say this to say that he wrote, in my opinion, his best play that he wrote was Othello. Now I'm going to digress for a second because when I talk about this play, it brings back a lot of nostalgia for me. You dig? The mother of my 7 children had never been to a play. I took her to see Othello because I didn't want to read the book. I had a class. I didn't want to read the book. I said, hey, I got some money. We went to the Winter Garden Theater. I said, let's go see the play. I took her to see the play, first play she had been into. Come out to play, jumped in the horse and carriage, had the horse and carriage take us to the liquor store. What was that? Liquor store was on right there in Columbus Circle, right by the thing. I went and got a bottle of Pipers, which was I don't even know if they still make Pipers, but that was the most expensive champagne at the time. Went back to the horse and carriage and proposed to her. All right, I'm just giving you a little background about me and my shit, how I get down. Anyway, the point of the matter, we went to see Othello, a play written by Shakespeare about a Moor, M-O-O-R. You hear the word, a lot of Spanish people say moreno, from the word Moor, which just means, it's another word saying somebody that's black. You dig? But a Moor was a North African Muslim that spoke Spanish. All right? He spoke Spanish. All right, so I guess you could say that's where I'm from. You dig what I mean? But we're going to get more into that. All right, our topic is Indians. All right? Indians. Well, I'm talking about Indians. As a language teacher, I'm somewhat of an etymologist, means I study words, how they created, where they come from, how they formed, the meaning, you dig, the root word, the this, that, the third. I know I can't stop rhyming. I know, so I'm sorry. All right, anyway. Indian. That's where they get indigenous from Indian. Indian is the original people. The original people. All right. Black people is everywhere. Since the beginning of time, we created everything. You dig? If you want to say people of color, if you don't like the term black, call yourself whatever you want to fucking call yourself. You dig? I go by black, this. I mean, negro means black, so that's it. You know, they try to put an English spin on it and call it negro, but it's still negro. It's black. All right? Now, let's flip it another stage. Talking about Indians. When los conquistadores vinieron, when the conquerors came to America, you dig, they saw the Indians. There was black people. The Indians. I told you about what you call them, Shinnecock Indians, jet black. You dig, Cherokee Indians, you know, light skin, you know, they was doing their thing, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You know, about Pocahontas and, you know, whoever. I don't even want to give his name any thought right now. All right. So, when they're talking about that they bought Manhattan for $24 from the Indians. They stole that from the black people. This is what they're talking about. You dig? There was no slavery in the North, but then there's a slave cemetery in Wall Street. And people talk about Oklahoma as Black Wall Street. Why do they call that Black Wall Street? Because Wall Street was already black. Yo, I want to get back to what I said in another video. It was a self-esteem is the name of the video, so y'all can go check that out. Now, I told y'all I was making mistakes on purpose just for people to try to call me out. Ain't nobody call me out on shit. And motherfuckers that own the powers that be, they're not probably letting people see this video. That's the only thing that I can think. Because somebody should have said something. Especially when I was mentioning I mentioned 7 presidents before Barack Obama. 7 black presidents before Barack Obama. 7 black presidents before Barack Obama that I challenged everybody to look up and do their fucking research, and ain't nobody said shit to me about nothing. Yeah, I'm a little agitated. I'm agitated for the mere fact that they took the video down that I did the first time because there wasn't as much profanity. But I got some profanity this time for the ass. So fuck them. And if they take it down, every time it's gonna get worse and fucking worse. And then eventually I'm gonna just fucking go to the news with the shit. And then it's gonna be, then the cat's gonna be out the bag about all this stuff. All right, let me get back to the point. No way in hell you come to a country and you're gonna make a slave that you just met the president. See? There's politics going on. When they talk about, the chiefs did this and the chiefs did that, and heads of tribe sold people and, made slaves and this and that. Okay. Let's talk about it. Look this up. First president of the United States of America, John Hanson. Look it up. Black man. They'll say some other shit. They might say he's a Moor, he might be this, he might be that. He's still black in the story. Okay? You can't change the rules. Once you make a rule, that's the rule. So we're going to fuck with that. Second president, Thomas Jefferson. Black man. All these stories about him and Dorothy Baker and all this type of stuff. All these kids that they making. All this stuff going on. And so, next person, what's this, number 3? Andrew Jackson. Same situation. Look it up. After Andrew Jackson, that's when we got into a situation. That's Abraham Lincoln. Where we at? That's 4. 4. Number 5. Number 5. Can I get a drum roll, somebody? Number 5. Did I forget again who number 5 is? Horace Harding. Warren G. Harding. It was in 1920. Okay? So what's that? Number 5, Calvin Coolidge. 6, Dwight Eisenhower. Check that for yourself. Now remember we talked about Indians. So again, Indians are the people that are indigenous, meaning the people, the original people on the original inhabitants of an area, of a continent, you dig, of a world, of the world, you dig. Now I'm saying this because when they talk about, they bought Manhattan for $24 worth of beads and this and that. They was talking about how they cheated the Indians, us. You understand? Us, U.S. That's us. The United States. They I named all the presidents. I'm telling you about the Indians because Indians means indigenous people. We are the indigenous people. We were everywhere. You dig? They want to go back to the Indians because they call people Indians because they got there, the people was there already. You dig? Why do you think the Incas got pyramids? Mayans got pyramids. They're all Indians. Mayans, Incas, Cherokee, Shinnecock. You dig? Whatever you want to, everywhere. Indigenous people. All right. Now, getting back to the thing. Now I told you about the thing with the name I misspoke. I mentioned Ralph Bunche by accident. He was an ambassador. But that was Horace Harding, Warren G. Harding. All right, that's what you got in New York. So you got a lot of black stuff in New York because New York was black, y'all. You see, everything that's black, certain people try to make it white. Like you got a great white shark. It's all black, but they call it a great white shark. You had Broadway, which was all black. They call it the Great White Way. You have Wall Street, originally black Wall Street. You dig? They had a cemetery with a whole full of black people down there. They said there were slaves. How you gonna have black slaves, a black slave cemetery, when there's no slaves, supposedly, north of the Mason-Dixon line? Again, I'm an educator. My thing is to make you think. To make you think about this. Now, see, they should have just left my other shit on here because I'm getting ready to go deep. Deeply deep in the rabbit hole. You dig? Because there's certain things that you can't say. They're switching all these teams' names. You know, the Cleveland name, Washington name. You dig? You can't say that. You can't say faggot. But you can say the N-word all day. I wonder why. What is the idea that you're trying to perpetuate? And you got these rappers paying them millions of dollars to say that. In some case, billions. Somebody got, two people I know got paid billions of dollars to say that. But we won't even talk about them. You dig? And I think I only got $10 to say stop the N-word. Which in and itself is historic. Which in and of itself should have got some damn, they talk about somebody won some award. You dig? They should have got, when I wrote Slave Mentality and Stop the N-word, That was for Nobel Peace Prize, because that's supposed to save the world, save our world. You dig? Bring people back together. Y'all listen to Stop the N-Word and Slave Mentality. Y'all try to figure out what's going on with this nonsense that these people got going on. And whenever you hear the term Indian, understand it's indigenous people. The people that was here first. The people that look like me. The people that created language, knowledge, medicine, healing, hospitals, university, education. King Solomon, a black man, the wisest man, said, a new generation is coming and one is gone, yet there's still nothing new under the sun. All right, with that last note, I'm gonna leave that with y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know, cats. If you need more lessons, you need more information, hit me up, let me know. Because I didn't get no response to that Spanish lesson. That's why I was holding up on the next Spanish lesson. And I'm fooling around. I'm gonna throw this English lesson out there just to see how they treat it. Again, my Cash App for the people that want to help me out, because you know the powers that be is hurting me. It's really fucking me up. That's why I don't give a fuck. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm a man. I stand on my own too. So my Cash App is that $ WANN capital D capital X, and you're on the Swan X channel, and it's really Swan.X because you got a space before that capital X. Peace and love.